whole bunch of product that just came in that I'm really excited to debut with you guys. I'll get into that in a minute here. So I figured that I would break into them with you guys, which I'm pretty excited about. We got some new colors in here. They are actually new material as well. This is a new athletic type of material. I don't know if you guys can tell. That was just a little bit different for those that like more of the athletic fit apparel. You know, my analytics, it doesn't tell me who's into the gym and who's not. But if you are into the gym, this will be right up your alley. One of the new hoodies that we've got out available, which is in the same design. That came out awesome. Black one here as well. These are super stretchy shirts. I am freaking pumped to wear these. It's time to change. Much better. All right, dudes, you stay. Behave yourselves. Definitely need to get an electrician out here ASAP. It's just, I've been so absolutely swamped with life, guys. My day job has been absolutely insane to the point where I get out of work and I'm like, oh my goodness, what can I do to decompress? But luckily, I've got you guys to do that. Now, it's kind of ironic that these shirts arrived today because we're gonna be doing some modifications on the big truck that happen to also be orange. Quick shot of the giveaway, Grom, of course. We've got only 3 weeks left remaining. If you guys wanna get entered, first link in the description below. So as I've mentioned, we've got some modifications that we need to do to the big truck today, and hopefully the rain holds out so we can get them done in a reasonable amount of time. None other than our good friend at Whirly Fab coming through with some other compliments for under the hood of the truck. We've got some goodies in here. I can't wait to show you guys what they are. So in said box of goodies, if you guys couldn't have guessed it already, we've got ourselves some coolant related parts that I've been missing on the LML. And I've been kind of slacking to get to, honestly, but you know, it kind of came to the point where the Minimax was set up completely under the hood and the big truck was kind of left out in the dust. And I felt bad, so I ended up pulling the trigger on the Whirly Fab upper coolant hose replacement pipe, which is a nice mandrel bent pipe rather than that of the rubber tubing. And secondly, to complement that, of course, I ended up going with the Frost Orange Whirly Fab coolant expansion tank, which is really gonna tie together the engine, baby. Now, of course, in here as well, our boots and our clamps, the CNC cap, and then the float sensor that goes on the back of the tank. And here's something cool for you guys. Anyone that's ever seen a Whirly Fab catalog, there's Jason himself, the man, the myth, the legend. Yup, that's yours truly. And actually, before I even get to my truck, you can see there's the stock coolant expansion tank. It's disgusting. And the upper coolant hose, which is also not all that visually appealing. But I also figured I'd give you guys a shot at my LLY Duramax radiator hose and the coolant expansion tank, which you can tell just cleans up the entire engine base so much because you don't have that crappy, somewhat transparent plastic sitting over here. This thing's filthy from all that dirt on the farm. Speaking of that farm, as we're moving the Minimax, shout out to my first and probably only Amish friend, John, for letting me use his farm to dispose of any biodegradable waste from my house. Super nice guy. Now I just need to convince him to let me archery hunt his property. This antifreeze that is eventually going to come spilling out and making a mess over everything. Man, my hands are sweating. Making progress, making progress. I like progress. Whoa, look at that, too much zoom. We will clean everything up here in a minute. One thing I'm kind of bummed about is the fact that the radiator vent hose actually was rubbing on the intake pipe, which I didn't realize. Looks like it actually took some of the matte finish off of the frost orange itself. What we got to do is we got to fill back up canister and then let the system bleed. Not going to film that because it's pretty boring, but there's a quick look for you guys as to how the semi-finished product will look. So let me finish this up real quick here, guys. So we successfully made a massive mess. That's what happens when you play with antifreeze. It goes everywhere. So let's head out with the LML to make sure that everything is tight and right. Alright guys, and we are back, obviously. Everything feels good with the truck. I think my hair might be a little bit messed up. Excuse me. Woo! Wow. Bless me. Thank you guys. Appreciate it. I wanted to mention this in the previous video, but it ended up going way too long that I decided to leave it for this video. And that is the fact that I'd really like to get the LOI out to the track to set some times with the stock transmission and the bolt-ons that it has on it right now. A lot of that is weather and time contingent. Time is one thing that I really don't have right now. I'm completely booked solid like every single weekend in October and November. My job is completely crazy right now. I really want to get out to the track, but as you guys know, especially when you're in the Northeast, you're trying to vlog and you're only dealing with so much daylight or lack thereof in this instance, which makes these things inherently more difficult. If I had time as a full-time YouTuber to just roam amongst all day, then it might be a different story, but unfortunately that's not the case, and we're doing our best to work and improvise. It should be interesting. I really don't know what the truck's capability is right now, to be completely honest with you. I would love to see that thing run in the 12s. Do I think that that's realistic on that transmission? I highly doubt it, but at the same time, I really don't know because I don't have any previous experience when it comes to racing Duramaxes. I mean, the best time that I ever ran in the LML was a 13.1. It ran really, really good, really strong, and that was only on the third tune of 5 tunes. Really impressed with that truck, as a matter of fact, that it ran a 13.1 with an extremely conservative boosted launch because it only had tie rod sleeves at the time. So I was trying to factor in all of these variables that went into my decision of that race, but I was still really impressed. So I feel like if that thing ran a 13.1, being conservative with the launch on 14 wides gives me just a little bit of hope for the LOI on Tune 5, but then at the same time, the LOI on Tune 5 with the stock trans, I feel like that thing's gonna quit rather quickly, which then again might just help to justify that next step, which is building the trans. We will be building the trans on that truck. We will be doing probably 100% over injectors through Exergy. The Minimax, like I said, I think that it's going to be pretty capable of around 600 to 650 wheel horsepower, and it's something that I'm excited to have because honestly, I kind of missed having something fast. And with that said, I'll see you guys in the next video.
We'll be right back.